Hi there. Today I want to speak about depression and the spinal flow technique. And the reason I want to speak about this today is that there's so many people that are unhappy. There's so many people that are experiencing signs of depression, that have depression now or have had it in the past, or you may have this yourself. You may feel that you have got a sense of depression, or you may know someone close to you or have clients that have depression as well. So I wanted to speak today about what is possible with the spinal flow technique. And the reason I'm here doing this video is that it just upsets me how many people are unhappy or have so much stress in lives, have so much stress in their bodies, have so much stress in their minds, bodies, hearts, all of it, and are feeling just weighed down by life. And that's not what I want it to be like. You know, I'm here on a mission to help people jump out of bed and feel good and feel happy in the body they have, in the life they have. So for me, as the founder of the Spinal Flow Technique, I'm motivated by making a difference and helping change people's lives. So I wanted to share today about depression and what I felt and what I've noticed with people that I've worked with. And so the biggest thing that I found is that often when someone's experiencing depression, it's not just a mind thing as well. You know, often their bodies are reflecting what's going on in their mind. So the stress that's stored in the body, in the mind, is also being stressed in the body. And what I can feel is I can feel the layers of stress. And those layers of stress can be chemical stress, emotional stress, physical stress, but it's storing in the body as a spinal blockage. And when there's a spinal blockage in the system, it's like there's a lack of life flow. There's a lack of movement and life force in the body, and the body starts to get depleted of energy. Our mind, I speak a lot about the mind and the body, and some people are like, well, I don't even know if I believe that the mind and body is connected, but I'm going to let you know right now it's one organ, mind, body. And if you think about, you know, the brain, the spine, and the nervous system, if you pull out the brain from the body, what happens is around the brain, if you're pulling it out, you've got a spinal cord that's attached. So as far as if you believe in the mind-body connection at all, or you do believe it, but if you actually pull out the brain, it's actually got a spinal cord connected. One of my teachers used to call it the brainal cord. So anatomically wise, it's connected. And it shows me, for the clients that I've worked with over the years and years and years, is when the body's got stress in the body, the mind has stress. When there's stress in the mind, it stores in the body. They're completely connected. And with the spinal flow technique, we come through the body as opposed to the mind. A lot of people that I know have worked with, you know, all different health practitioners with their depression, and they're getting to a stage where they're like, you know what, I can't do much about changing my life, or I know that there's this big trauma that's happened and I've worked through it, but I'm still feeling this depression. And so I guess I'd love you to know that there's other ways, and another way is to come through the body. So again, if this is you that's feeling depressed, keep listening. And if you know someone else, please just forward this video so they can watch it as well. So when the body holds stress, it interferes with how the body functions and how the mind functions. So with the spinal flow technique, what we do is we're having a look for where there's stress in the body. And where there's stress in the body, where it's holding, we're looking to free that up. We help your body find, release the blockages or the tension in the system so you can have more ease in your body. When you have more ease in your body, you have more ease in your mind, and you have more ease in your life. So there's some often people with depression are told to have, you know, to sleep more, or take some maybe antidepressants, or exercise, or eat some good nutrition, and all of those are options. But I'm going to also offer another solution, which is to clear the blockages that are stored in your body, in your spine and your nervous system. Because when your body is free from interference, it really changes your life. When your body is free and flexible, up here feels free and flexible, and life is different. You can start to jump out of bed and feel better in the body that you have. So please know if you feel like also you've been diagnosed and someone said, hey, you've got depression, it doesn't mean it has to be there forever. It can be that right now that's what's going on in your life. The other thing is to be really kind. Like our life is busy. You know, the amount of stress we have in our life is not conducive to living in this human form at all. Like our bodies don't know what to do with stress. And when our bodies don't know what to do with stress and how to process, what happens is that stress gets stored. Where the stress gets stored is in our nervous system. Where the nervous system is the back of the mind. You know, when there's stress in our lives and we say, hey, I can't deal with that now. I can't even process it. I'm full. I'm going to put that to the back of my mind. The back of my mind is our spine. And often where emotional stress gets stored is the back of the heart. You know, I call it the center gateway, the heart center. That's where emotional stress gets stored. And when it gets stored there, it gets stored as a hardness. Because emotion is energy in motion. So as long as there's motion and movement, stress in our lives can move through. But when there's no motion, what happens is that energy gets stuck and stored, and it finds a place in the spine and the nervous system. And what that feels like is like that, like hardness. It's like the vertebra, the spine, the nervous system feels quite hard as opposed to moving. So this is a vertebra with movement, the spine, the nervous system. When there's a blockage, it can be stuck. And when there's a stuckness there, that interferes with the nerve pathways from the mind, the brain, all the way to the rest of the body, and that comes out to the organ cells, tissues, and glands of the system too. So we want to make sure that our body is free from any spinal blockages and that we've got movement and flexibility in our spine. I can promise you that when we have movement and flexibility and ease in our spine, we have movement and ease and flexibility in our mind as well and in our life. We are all connected. Mind, body, and our life is connected too. So again, if you are feeling depressed or you know someone that is depressed, please know that by removing spinal blockages from your system, creating more ease, more life force, the spinal waves so the life force can flow through your system, can really dramatically change how you feel. And if you do want to find a spinal flow practitioner, you can go onto my website, which is spinalflowtechnique.com, and you can have a look at finding a practitioner in your area. Please know if there isn't one in your area yet, you have a choice. You can join our program and learn to be a spinal flow practitioner, or just keep checking back because their website is updated each day. But I just want you to know that there are solutions out there for you feeling better in your body and in your mind and starting to enjoy life a lot more.